Hello everyone, Brave here. Today on the channel, I'm gonna be drinking and reviewing the newest protein flavored offering from Ghost. This is their Count Chocula. And of course, you know I had to do it. I got the Count Chocula cereal, haven't had it for so long. Tis the season for Halloween, fall, I guess. So yeah, we're gonna go back to back. We're gonna see if this indeed is as good as this. Without further ado, let's get the show on the road. All right, so first things first, gonna just open it up and see what it's about. The graphics, of course, you know how Ghost does them, embossed, very nice touch. We have Count Chocula's Castle of Mystery, and that's all about. So that's the graphics and the back, a lot of nutritional info. It's made out using 3 different proteins. It has whey protein isolate, whey protein concentrate, and hydrolyzed whey protein isolate. Only 2 grams of that one, 2.5 grams of that one. Anyway, what else do we have? Ghost Whey was conceived to feed savagery around the clock. So you can make it for pancakes, morning, post-workout, throughout the day, before bed as a snack, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Different ways to have the protein. And it also just says that the scoop is always on top and that apparently the protein is filled to the top, but then it settles. I don't know how true that is, but that's what they say. Okay, that the powder settles, that's why it's not filled to the top. Well, we'll see. All right, let's go. By the way, just finished leg training, so this is my post-workout protein. So yeah, graphics, you know, as always on the seal, really nice. It just says Rebel. It's just, yeah, a lot of graffiti style, whatever. And it does have that little freshness thing over here, but anyway, let's open it up. All right, we have the spoon up top. Don't have to dig for that, which is always nice. Big old heaping spoon or scooper. And here is what it looks like. Just a chocolate powder, and you do see like little bits of marshmallow in there. You guys ready? Oh yeah, that's the little coupon. But yeah, that's what it's looking like up close. All right, so nothing, you know, breathtaking by any means, but I mean, what can you expect? So I'm gonna just put it in the shaker cup and let's get right to it. So first things first, the smell, not much. Doesn't smell like strong chocolatey at all. It's just like a light hint like of a milk chocolate. That's about it. Let me show you a little up close of this scoop. By the way, $63, okay? Just came to my doorstep yesterday. $63 is not cheap, so yeah, I feel like you guys deserve to know what this tastes like, and I'm gonna try to describe it to my best ability. And yeah, so let's see. We have little random marshmallows all about. Let's see if they're different shapes. They look very similar, right? Kind of like a cereal shape. I don't know if they're supposed to be anything specific. All right, but just like little bits. All right, so nothing like crazy substantial to explain other than little pieces of marshmallow. But yeah, so that's what it's looking like. We're gonna do it, I always do it with water. We're gonna do one with water and one with milk for those of you that drink it with milk, I guess. I never do because I don't have any problems putting on size. I mean, I put on weight just by looking at food, so I try to avoid adding more milk. You know, I drink milk with my coffee, so yeah, I normally don't do that, but like I said, we're gonna do both. So let's do it back to back. All right, so there was 2 scoops there. We're gonna do another 2 scoops. Like I said, I did legs today, and so I feel like I deserve a little more calories. Boom, 2 heapers, just like I like it. And let me set this off to the side. So yeah, I'm just gonna try these proteins first, and those of you who want to stick around for the cereal, yeah, please just hang out and chill. All right, so we got, this is the milk that I use, the Fairlife, right? Like I said, I try to go low calorie, so this is the fat-free. It's my favorite milk, just because I know it's like ultra filtered. All right. But yeah, I gotta say, you know, Ghost always comes through with the, you know, all the they cross their T's and dot their I's as far as like the graphics, and it looks quality, you know. Hopefully it tastes as good as it looks. There you go. I'm super excited for all like the seasonal foods. It doesn't come often, you know. It's only like really once a year, so I do like the change up. So yeah, looking forward to like Thanksgiving and all the snacks for Halloween and stuff like that. I don't know if that's shaken up good enough. All right, now we're talking. All right, this is the one with water. And I must say, it's looking like a good consistency. It's not super thin, you know? I don't like it when it's like pure water and we have all the marshmallows floating on top. Some people don't like that. I love it because, like I said, this is like a treat for after training. So I'm gonna get a lot of marshmallows, but as you can see, the marshmallows, I don't know if you can, but they're all various sizes. It'd be cooler if they were actually like little bats or shapes. That would be cool. Wow, what a blast of sweetness. The chocolate is super mellow, okay? It's not like this rich chocolate it's a milk creamy chocolate that's very light, okay? It's beautiful. And the marshmallows are real sweet marshmallows that you'd get in cereal, so they're like a burst of sweetness, really nice. 140 calories, not bad per scoop, so, you know, 280, so still under 300 for 2 scoops, not bad. This is, like I said, you're gonna put on size if you drink this just because of the calories, you know. It has a little more, total sugar is 3 grams, is not that bad at all, so they did a real good job. I'm surprised, pleasantly surprised. So it does have like a cereal flavor, like it's cereal milk with marshmallows, minus the actual cereal bits that come in here. We're gonna go back to back and see if the cereal is the same. All right, let's see the milk one. So I would say with the water, from a 1 to a 10. If you like chocolate, you're gonna like this. Like I said, it's not like rich chocolate, okay? It's like a hint of milk chocolate. So it's not extremely rich, but the marshmallows definitely give it that pop, that sweetness. So I'd give this like, from a 1 to a 10, a solid 9, okay? So yeah, pretty good. It's definitely worth it, in my opinion, okay? If you wanna like treat yourself. And the only thing this would get tiring of having day in, day out, 3 times a day. It'd be almost too sweet, I feel like. All right, this is with the milk, so it's gonna be, all right, thicker and richer. Cheers. Yeah, that's definitely the move. You have to have this with milk. Like, to get the full experience. Wow, this is gonna be so close to this. I would say this is a 10. With the milk, it just tastes super rich. So almost like a chocolate frosty from Wendy's with sprinkles on it, you know? Obviously it's not a frosty since it's not ice cream, but a very, very close flavor profile to that, okay? And now let's see how it stacks up against the real cereal. I haven't had Count Chocula in over a year, at least, so I totally forgot what it's like. So here's what it looks like. All right, and this is like some Jim Henson's. Okay, this is like a nod to Jim Henson for doing all the Muppets and stuff. So that's pretty cool. As far as Muppets though, I think the Count from Sesame Street is way cooler than Count Chocula, in my personal opinion. I feel like the purple count is just, I don't know, way cooler. What do you guys think? Leave it down below. Same thing with this one. Doesn't have much of a chocolate smell, so you can't have anything against this smell. You know, they're basically similar, not really chocolatey. All right, and here's our bowl of Count Chocula. I forgot that it's these little Pac-Man type of ghosts. All right, and I guess I could say the shape of these marshmallows are very similar to the ones in the ghost protein. All right, very similar because they're like unidentifiable in my opinion. I think these are supposed to be like bats or something, or ghosts, I don't know. Doesn't really matter, but just giving you all the details. And here we go. This is my post-workout. I could have it with a little bit of that too, right? Why not? All right, let's go. Now this is 200 calories with milk, as opposed to water, which is only 140 calories. That sucks. I had a friend who's lactose intolerant who ate his cereal with water. That's nuts, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Really nice. I didn't realize how mellow this chocolate is. So this is spot on. I would say, as far as the connection, I would say honestly, this almost tastes better than the cereal. The cereal's fine, but it doesn't boom. You know what I mean? It's just like, it has like this weedy flavor, more so than the actual chocolate. So it's okay. I give the cereal experience a 6.5. The little General Mills Monsters, the Count Chocula, not bad, but like I said, 6.5. Ghost whey protein with milk is a 9, with water 8.5. Really nice. Now, if you're really into that bulk, that dirty bulking season, this is not really dirty, right? Dirty is like if you eat Reese's and stuff. In essence, this is milk and protein powder and just a little bit of cereal. So yeah, you could definitely put on size this way if that's your MO. Definitely not me though. I could never eat like this. I'd gain so much weight because, like I said, for me, it's no problem to put on size. $63, but I still recommend it. It's a nice treat. It's on the sweet side. It tastes almost better than, it does taste better than the cereal. Yeah, you heard it here first, guys. Signing out.